Planet Dolan.
From provocative uniforms to awful analogies, we count 8 embarrassing back-to-school fails.
Hi there, my name is Doopy and I'm here to tell you some really interesting things that you might not have heard before. Number 8.
Most kids dread when the time comes to start shopping for school supplies. Pencils, notebooks, folders, and calculators are among the most common supplies needed for another year of getting up early, listening to boring lectures, and tasteless cafeteria food. This store most likely changed the display but forgot to take down the "Back to School" sign. Different sizes of knives hang below the sign, something that we're sure got a second glance from passing customers. Unless you're going to culinary school or maybe a school for serial killers, knives aren't school supplies.
Number 7.
Another school year means another year of stress for not only teachers but students. Teachers have to educate their students even though some of them don't want to learn, while students have to learn new material and hit the books in their downtime. How can teachers and students deal with such stress? Well, these stores appear as though they thought the best way to deal with school-related stress is to hit the bottle. We're not talking about a bottle of milk or soda either. Sure, it's more likely these stores weren't promoting underage drinking or that alcohol is the best way to eliminate stress, but still, store employees, watch where you put those back-to-school signs. To be fair, teachers are allowed to have at least one drink in the evening, especially while grading papers. To read through some of those student essays, we're sure a glass of wine is required.
Number 6.
Practicing safe sex is important, and it's something older kids eventually learn about in school. But the store apparently believes that sexual education teachers will tell their students to practice safe sex with a condom. Why else would there be a sign that reads, "Set them up for success with healthy back-to-school routines"? Alright, that's not true. But this clumsily placed sign suggests kids need condoms to go back to school. In case any promiscuous high schoolers don't use a condom or a condom fails, they can always buy another necessary back-to-school item, a pregnancy test.
Number 5.
Let's take a break from back-to-school products for a moment and go straight to the establishment itself. It's nice that this middle school is welcoming back its students after a nice 3-month summer vacation, though a place that is supposed to teach students, among other things, proper grammar, spelling, and word usage, decided to use HEAR instead of the correct HERE. Maybe it's a clever way for the school to give the students a pop quiz in English, but that's not likely.
Number 4.
It's a fact that most kids don't enjoy going back to school, but it's also a fact that they have to. Of course, returning students at this particular school might have an interesting first day back when they read this sign. The sign welcomes all students and parents for the 2011 school year. Well, whoever put up the letters decided to unwisely abbreviate students to STDs. How wasn't that caught? They probably could have gotten away with just welcoming back students for the 2011 school year. Who knows, maybe their parents are attending as well for some remedial courses. Alright, that's doubtful, but seriously, did they really need to include parents in the message? Their kids are the ones who will spend more time there, after all.
Number 3.
If you've ever gone to or are going to a private school, chances are you'll need to wear a uniform. Uniform designs vary from school to school, but they're all conservative. Although, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you might see what appears to be a conservative-looking outfit that might be for a private school. Unfortunately, the placement of the school uniform sign is above an undergarments display. Maybe the store's manager is trying to make the statement that the clothes you wear don't hinder your ability to learn anything.
Number 2.
There's no indication the sign was created around the first day of a new school year, but it's worthy to include on this list. Whoever created the sign had a nice analogy in mind. The dictionary is the only place where success comes before hard work. But there's one itty-bitty thing wrong with it. Obviously, success would come after hard work in the dictionary, even though hard work isn't found anywhere in the dictionary. Too bad, as a great analogy was there, but was poorly executed.
Number 1.
A New Mexico middle school student created drama that involved the school being locked down and the police closing down the streets. It all started when the student was spotted bringing something long and wrapped into the school. The police were called soon after, and after 2 hours of chaos, it was found the long thing that was wrapped up was only a 30-inch burrito, which was part of an assignment. Once the truth was discovered, everyone laughed out of relief that the student didn't have anything dangerous. Although there's no indication this happened on the first day of school, it's still too crazy not to include on this list. I mean, a burrito? Come on. So guys, do you have any questions you'd like us to ask for the Dolan True Stories series? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below and we might just ask it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Most people have had a foot long, juicy, thick sub sandwich, that is, of course. 10 customers in 2013 went to Subway for a foot-long sub. However, claimed there was a problem with the beloved sandwich. That problem had to do with the sandwich being an inch off a foot.